Hello everyone, this is Sakshi Vilas Shirgaonkar, a student teacher from Bombay Teachers Training College. Today we are going to talk on the topic of Tarun Bharat Sangh. So let's see what is Tarun Bharat Sangh. So Tarun Bharat Sangh is a non-profitable environmental NGO with headquarters in Bikampura, Alawar and Rajasthan. Dr. Rajendra Singh is the chairman of TBS since 1985. This organization helps in reviving the issues related to the water and construct johats, anicut and bans for rainwater harvesting. TBS also helps in developing an understanding and oneness in nature among the village communities. TBS has helped 1,000 villages of 15 districts of the state of Rajasthan. TBS revived 11 rivers like Ruparil, Sarsa, Arwari, Bhagni, Jahajwali, Shabi and has established about 11,800 johats like in the state of Rajasthan. TBS also tackles issues like human and wildlife conflicts and also combat mining activities which will benefit people living in that area. Tarun Bharat Sangh, under the leadership of waterman Rajendra Singh, has won many national, international awards and recognition. Now, let us talk about the history of Tarun Bharat Sangh. So, Tarun Bharat Sangh was founded in 1975 in Jaipur. It was done by the group of students and professors from the University of Rajasthan. But in 1985, the organization changed because the four members went to live in Alwar because they wanted to teach rural children and bring development. So from these four students, Rajendra Singh stayed and other three left. He helped the people in what they needed the most, that is the excess of water. So because of this, he started building johats, which is traditional method of storing rainwater. What are the objectives of Tarun Bharat Sangh? Tarun Bharat Sangh also works for the development of the communities. They believe in self-rule. They also invite people of the community to participate wherever it will benefit them. They expand cultural and social value, improving the level of education in the community. They encourage women to participate for decision making, give good health facilities to create a healthy environment. What are the current projects of the Tarun Bharat Sangh? The first project is about adapting to climate change through water management in eastern Rajasthan. In this project, Tarun Bharat Sangh is working with 30 villages of Karauli district of Rajasthan. According to the Development Index by Planning Commission of India, Karauli stands in the topmost 100 backward district in the country. The poorest and marginalized communities, that is 50% scheduled tribes and scheduled castes, live in this area. These areas are marginalized due to unregulated rocky terrain, inaccessibility, forest, and serve water scarcity in patches. This region is highly affected with inadequate rainfall, degrading groundwater level, and least water retention capacity of the soil. Drought. Because of this, irrigation is insufficient and inefficient, thus directly hurting agricultural productivity. Livestock rearing is the major activity there, but because of the climate change and loss of green pastures, it can't be practiced. So they are facing issues in agricultural sector, food security, poverty, leading to poor educational and health problems. Second project is about building grassroots civil society characters for effectiveness and transparency. It is to develop, build leadership, and enhance capacities on the issues like local governance, non-violent actions, rights of livelihood, and leadership developments. All this is conducted by Jal Jadhan Jodo by TBS in Alwar. Training like volunteerism, personality development, motivation, and participation of women. This will help to solve water issues. When people take initiatives of water agenda in the respective areas with the support of panchayat bodies. The third project is about the efficient use of water in irrigation in Rivulet, Arvari and Sarsa Basin. They are working in the 30 villages of 5 Gram Panchayats of block Thana Ghazi, situated in the southern part of the district Alwar of eastern Rajasthan. The villages of the region situated in the basin of rivulets Arvari, Sarsa, and Jahajwali. With inadequate water management systems, irrigation is insufficient and inefficient, thus directly hurting agricultural productivity. More than 70% of the farmers are small or marginalized farmers. Because of the population and loosening cultural bonds which led to serious land and water disputes. So, because of inadequate land, which is reducing the construction of rainwater harvesting, but demand in agriculture is increasing. A trend of increase in bore wells at individual level, increasing exploitation of groundwater for irrigation, proving the fact that the water conservation works needed to be complemented by efficient use of water in irrigation. The fourth project is about making climate resilient communities in Rivulet, Agrani climate communities in Rivulet, Agrani Basin of Maharashtra through integrated natural resource management. The project area spreads over 15 out of 21 villages of Jat Taluka, which form part of Agrani River Basin. This taluka is one of the worst affected due to less rainfall and a chronic drought condition. According to the Groundwater Survey of India, 9 out of these 21 villages are under semi-critical condition and 12 villages are under overexploited category. Now let us talk about the milestones of Tarun Bharat Sangh. The first is about the Tarun Jal Vidyapit. It is also called as Tarun Water School. Tarun Jal Vidyapit TJV is an initiative of Tarun Bharat Sangh. The idea of TJV sprouted during the National Water Awareness Campaign. This campaign was started to build an organization and people working in the field of water conservation in India. TJV fulfills needs of an illiterate farmer and a highly educated person alike. The training provided in TJV enhancing the understanding and the skills of those working or interested in working on issues of water management. The objective of setting up TJV is to raise a group of pupils who have a deep concern for water conservation and want to develop a better understanding. Tarun Jal Vidyapit does not believe in offering degrees but in building of water barriers. These pupils will serve as the pillars of the school. The next milestone is struggle against mining in Sariska National Park. The community went about restoring their johats with the help of TBS. They could not help observing that the hills were being gouged mercilessly by mining, and if it is not done, then it will affect the natural system of water and drainage. All this have created a mess in Sariska National Park in Rajasthan. The TBS found that even after constructing johats, the water level did not go up in the wells and lakes around Sariska. TBS traced the missing water to the pits left unfilled by the miners after their operation. water collected in them, depriving the wells and lakes of water. A public interest petition was filed by TBS in the Supreme Court of India. In 1991, the court issued an order against continuing mining in the ecologically fragile Arvalis. This was followed up by a notification by the Ministry of Environment and Forest in May 1992 banning mining in the Aravalli Hills scheme. It eventually led to the closure of 470 mines operating within the buffer area and periphery of the Sariska National Park. During this struggle, TBS activists had to face the wrath of mine owners. They were threatened and attacked. Let us see the other milestones, which are making water everybody's concern. Jal Jan Dhal Jodo Abhiyan, Save the River Ganga Campaign, Rashtriya Jal Chetna Yatra, Prince Loud Water Warriors, River Arvari Parliament. Now, what are the strategies of TBS? How to overcome this issue? So, the TB is strengthened by constant contact with the local communities to evolve a method of working with the people. Its strategy gradually crystallized into 5 themes. The effort has to be collective one from the community in which all would benefit proportionately from the improvement that would be planned. The collective viewpoints where informal communication takes place, where each one had an equal opportunity to express their ideas. All decisions would be strictly enforced and the community would be its own self-disciplinarian. Each person in the collective community would be individually responsible to carry out the tasks. The community would only use outside help as a catalyst for their guidance and for the facilitation of the work processes. So these were the strategies, and thank you for watching.